Welcome back to Teshkid FX for another Harmony One price update, and here on TradingView the market is up by 4.25%, and the current price for Harmony One stands at the $0.04 mark. And in this video I want to give the key expectations that I expect to see on this chart, have a look at the patterns that have formed on this chart, also take a look at the indicators on this chart. So if you're interested in such content, make sure that you stick around till the end of this video. And I want to briefly start this video by giving a brief of what has been happening on this chart. We started seeing higher prices on the Harmony One chart in this Elliott wave pattern, and the wave 5 took us to an all-time high. Then from the all-time high we started seeing lower prices in this massive ABC correction, and the ABC correction has taken us to around the $0.03 mark. And previously my key target area for the wave C was between the $0.03 mark and the $0.08 mark, and you can see we went below that, and we even went to around the $0.03 mark. And I believe Harmony One has done whatever it needed to do in its ABC correction, and soon we might see a pump to the upper side in this Elliott wave pattern, having a wave 5 taking us to an all-time high. And the first target area for the wave 1 is at around between the $0.19 mark and the $0.23 mark, and that I'm basing it on the Fibonacci. So if I apply the fibs here, you can see that blue target area lies between the fib level 0.6 and the 0.5. That's the minimum that I'll expect for the wave 1. And then for the wave 5, that is the all-time high, I will expect it above the $0.46 mark. So those are the key scenarios that I expect to play out on this chart. I also want to have a look at a key pattern that has formed on this chart, on the daily chart, and also have a look at it on the 4-hour chart where you can nicely see it. So here we have the formation of a double top, and this is the pattern from this area here going up that way, forming an M pattern over here. And so you can see here there's this formation of a double top in this M pattern, and soon I expect this pattern to break. We break out of this pattern, and that breakout is a bullish breakout. And if I go to the 4-hour chart so that you can see this pattern nicely, you can see that pattern is over here. And if you look at it from the 4-hour chart, you can see that we have started seeing a massive pump to the upper side, and we are just about to break out of this key area between the $0.04 mark and the $0.05 mark. And once we break above that, they expect us to continue pushing higher and go to the top of this double top pattern. And once we break above it, I will expect us to first have a retest of the tops, and once we see a retest of the tops, then it will be time for us to continue pushing higher and maybe go to this key area between the $0.08 mark and the $0.11 mark. That is the initial key area for the wave C, where I targeted the wave C to land. And once we are in this area, if we continue pushing high and go to the resistance area at around the $0.11 mark and break above that and maybe have a successful retest, we can then go to around the $0.15 mark. So soon I'm expecting us to have a little bit of a breakout to the upper side, and that breakout I expect it to go above the $0.05 mark. And the target area once we have a breakout to the upper side will be at around the $0.08 mark and the $0.11 mark. So let's be patient and see how that will play out. If I go back to the 1-hour, to the daily chart, and have a look at the indicators, you can see that on the RSI we are at around the 36 mark. That would mean we have room for us to continue pushing higher. And on the MACD we had a bullish cross, and we also have not that much of volume in the market, but we have the possibility for us to continue pushing higher on the daily chart as shown on the indicators. Also having a look at the 4-hour RSI, the RSI was in the almost in the overbought region. Then we had a pullback to the lower side, and that would mean we have room for us to continue pushing lower. There's a possibility of us seeing lower prices. That is what the indicators on the 4-hour chart are showing us. And most importantly, we need to continue holding above this key support area between the $0.04 mark, because the moment we lose that area, that would mean the worst case scenario for Harmony 1 might be playing out, and that could take us to around the $0.02 mark. So I hope Harmony 1 will continue holding above that area, that is above the $0.04 mark. And if that happens and then we see a pump on the Bitcoin chart, it's possible for us to also see a massive pump on the Harmony 1 chart. So that's all for this video, and I'll keep you updated on anything that plays out on this chart.